Hello everyone, and welcome back to another royal reading. And today's news, of course, is Meghan's interview in The Cut, which is a part of New York Magazine, apparently. And she's really having a go at the royals in this. It's very lots of money, I would say, spent on this. Apparently you pay to print in that particular magazine. And she is really coming out guns blazing, aimed at the royals. I have just done a reading on it to see how much longer they're going to have to endure this level of attack from her. It doesn't look like for much longer. If you're interested, you can go and watch that reading. It's just exactly the previous reading to this one. But now I'm going to look at one specific thing that she said in this nauseating, in my opinion, nauseating article, was that Prince Harry told her that I lost my dad. So they were talking about she lost Thomas Markle, and Harry said, well, I lost my dad. That's according to Meghan. And we know that according to Meghan, what she says is her subjective truth and not necessarily the objective truth or someone else's truth. So let's remind you that this is a tarot reading. This is just my truth. It's my opinion for entertainment purposes. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. I'm using the After Tarot, and I'm going to do, there it is, it's my makeup and breakup, or breakup and makeup tarot deck. It's relationship tarot deck, looking at relationships that are broken and whether they might be fixed. And I'm going to do a relationship spread, Charles and Harry and Charles, and just see past energy, current energy, where they are currently, and future, what's going to be going on. Because people are saying that if Meghan Markle can say this and drop Harry right in it, and he seemingly doesn't mind, hasn't complained, has let this go, what does this mean for Prince Charles in terms of the book that Harry is writing? How ugly is it going to be? Royal reporters are speculating, saying that this looks very bad for Prince Charles, as if he really is going to be destroyed, or Prince Harry is going to attempt to destroy him in his book. So there's concern about that. But as I say, there's also the general feeling that what Meghan says is to be taken with a large grain of salt right now. She does exaggerate, she does create drama for the sake of drama, and because she's hell-bent on causing maximum level of pain to the royals, and in particular Prince Charles, who cut them off financially. And apparently if you cut someone off financially in their mid-30s as their parent, that means they are lost to you and you are lost to them. Interesting. Well, anyway, I'll go when I finish this reading and inform the family of that strange turn of events. Anyway, let's get back to the royals and this reading. Harry and Charles, their relationship, a relationship spread. This is past energy, Harry and Charles. This is current energy, Harry. And then the energy that lies between them. Always difficult to fit these spreads in. And then Charles down here. I'll now scooch the cards around. And then the outcome for Harry, outcome for Charles. Current timeline, current energy. Not good, because you can see the underlying card there is the Sun in reverse. Very bad. Very bad energy, very negative. People feeling very depressed about the situation. All the joy has gone out of the relationship. All the love has gone out of the relationship. The Sun is also about light and illumination and clarity and spotlight on. There's a lot of confusion around them at the moment because the Sun is in reverse. So not seeing clearly. But really, it's a very negative card, and it's interesting. There are two little kids in this card. There are two children in the After Tarot, and of course there were two brothers. Two brothers have fallen out. Harry now has his two children, allegedly. Let's throw one of those allegedlys in, and not happy. There is a loss of innocence, a loss of joy, a loss of just happiness, but also, as I say, confusion. So we'll put the Sun in reverse out the way, and we'll look at Harry first. Harry in the past, recent past, what's been going on. And he feels that he has been forced to make a difficult decision. Two of Swords, upright, a decision that you have to make. You hesitate about making this. The jingly in the background is Fluffy having a good scratch. She's just woken up. from her afternoon nap. You hesitate because you can't see the way. You're at a crossroads, you can't see the way forward, you don't know which road to take, so you wait and you think. The card is in the reverse, which means that he has felt that he has to make a difficult decision to end the relationship or to be hostile, because the Two of Swords in reverse is very often a cutting of ties, very often. So he has felt, Harry's feeling is, yes, he has lost his father, and people are cruelly speculating which father he might be referring to, but we won't go there in this reading. Let's just focus on Prince Charles. But definitely, so what Megan said, I lost my dad, is what Harry thinks, because doesn't have much insight, much ability to deal with complexity. In my opinion, I'm speculating, much ability to walk in other people's shoes, see things from other people's point of view, which is a mark of maturity, and having a high EQ, he doesn't. So from his point of view, literally, he feels that he has been cut off, cut out, disinherited, disowned. How does Prince Charles feel about that? This is past energy. Prince Charles feels 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It hasn't been worth it. It's a giving up energy. The 8 of Pentacles, when it's upright, is putting effort in, working hard on something, mastering something, being diligent, being skillful, also making money. In the reverse, it feels to me like he feels that he was throwing money at Prince Harry, throwing money away on Prince Harry. That's very interesting. This is about money. And Prince Charles feeling, I'm done with all this money that I'm squandering on you, and this effort, this wasted effort, because when the 8 of Pentacles is in reverse, it can mean being lazy, being idle, but it can also mean being sort of obsessed with something that you're doing, and yet not succeeding at it. It doesn't have the results that you thought you were going to get. Work obsessed or just lazy or idle. But here, it's also about printing money. It's about making money. The 8 of Pentacles through effort and hard work. Charles felt that he was throwing money at the Harkles, who weren't putting any effort in, weren't doing the hard work, didn't deserve it. So yeah, this is about those purse strings that were cut. Currently, has been. How does has been feel? I get 2 cards and I read them together. And not good energy. Knight of Swords to come up in the reverse. The fighting energy, the cruel and swift and harsh energy, and the 2 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Wands is about plans, business ventures, things like that, strategies, conquering the world. Hasn't happened. So has been is in a place where his plans and schemes have been foiled, they have failed. But he's feeling he has been very reckless, he's been very wild, very cruel and vicious. He really these 2 cards together, that a result of the way things have gone so badly wrong for him in his plans and schemes, his business ventures and all the rest of it. I get this constantly, this sense from him that things haven't worked out the way he thought they were going to work out. But it's left him feeling reckless and cruel and vicious, and likely to say things that he may eventually regret. Sometime in the remote future he may regret. And that's the book. And we've seen that he is sitting on it and having a think about it, about how bad he wants to get in the book, about many people. It's not just one person, many people. Apparently Megan wants the book dropped now. I mean dropped in the sense of published now, not dropped. She wants it out now to capitalize on the momentum that she has got from her podcast and this appalling puff piece in Cut. So she wants to ride this wave for all it's worth, but he's having to think. But he is being vicious and cruel, but it's because of this failure on his part, his failure of his business ventures. It's also a partnership that's fallen apart. I don't think it's a partnership with his father, because that broke here in the past. This is more his disastrous business ventures. Whatever you hear to the contrary, they are disastrous according to the cards that I read. This is my opinion, of course, as a tarot reader for entertainment purposes. How's Prince Charles doing right now? The Devil, and the High Priestess, major arcana. Major arcana. The Devil, toxic relationship, lies, addiction, having to deal with all of that. The High Priestess, being intuitive. It's almost like getting a crystal ball and having a look at the crystal ball to see what's going on. They are not speaking. The Silence card. The High Priestess is a great silence and secrets card. He knows stuff. He knows exactly how toxic that relationship is, the Harry and Meghan relationship. I'm pointing at this card because this to me is Harry and Meghan in the Two of Wands there in reverse. He knows how toxic their relationship is. It's very explicit in this version of the Devil in the After Tarot. But he's keeping his silence. He's not commenting. He is not articulating what he feels. But it is also a feeling that their relationship is toxic. Absolutely toxic. That they have gone to a place that he never, I think, in his worst nightmares, imagined that they would go to. And you don't imagine you would go to with your child. To this level of hostility and venom and lies and accusation. He's dealt for all of his life, well, not all of his life, that's a wild exaggeration. He has dealt for a lot of Harry's life with Harry's addiction and Harry's anger and Harry's issues, which are represented here, and he's kept his quiet. He's kept his own counsel. That's the word I've been scratching around for. He has not expressed anything about this. He has just tried to maintain his own wisdom, his own guidance with the High Priestess. He's trying to do his best in this extremely difficult situation. It does not get more difficult than the Devil. What Prince Charles is facing with Harry is maximum level of difficulty and hurt and unpleasantness and just everything vile that you can imagine. Foul behavior from his son, his angry and vicious son, who feels that he's been cut off because the money stopped. The never-ending supply of money and the security that paid for RPOs who went wherever Harry went, and all the rest of it, the perks of being a royal without the effort of being a royal. So what's lying between them now? I mean, this is bad. What is lying between them? Some desire to make peace. Interesting. The Temperance card and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the friendship card. I'm putting a charitable spin on this. It could be massive drinking and partying, but we're talking about Harry and Charles and their relationship and the energy that's between them at the moment. A very strong desire to heal things. Very, very strong. It could be because of situations beyond both of their control going on at Balmoral Castle at the moment. But the angel of healing and balance and calm and harmony and moderation has come in there. Moderating behavior, perhaps moderating some of the excess behavior, the drinking and whatever that's been going on that has shown up in the Devil card. And I'm not going to say alleged drinking because we know Harry has confessed himself to having massive problems with drugs and alcohol, but perhaps dialing it down, calming down a little bit, getting sober, and both of them trying to keep their tempers in check. There is temper and viciousness and cruelty and harsh words that cannot be unsaid. But in between them, and I'm very impressed to see that. The energy does seem to be changing. Harry's energy does seem to be changing, perhaps as the relationship fails in Montecito. But yeah, very, very, very interesting card. How's it going to go in the future for Prince Harry? The relationship, oh my. Cast out into endless night. The Five of Pentacles. I'm getting chills when I see that card. Chills. It's very interesting, this version of the Five of Pentacles in the After Tarot, because figures have been added. The two who have left the royal family or huddled together, sitting slumped there. They're making no progress now. There is a woman who is, she's okay. She's getting on with her life. She's got her stuff in her parcel that she's hoiked over her shoulders, and she's on her feet and she's off in the cold. But those two are the two wretches are huddled together for warmth. I'm not saying that they necessarily are still going to be together, but the consequences of what they have done mean out. They are out. He is out. We're reading about Prince Harry here. He is out. And the person in the foreground is just carrying on. It's been hard for her too, but let's say Prince Charles. But he is enduring and surviving, possibly even thriving. And Harry is not. Harry is out. He is so out. It's terrifying. Prince Charles, how's Prince Charles going to be feeling about this relationship? It's a walking away energy. The Seven of Pentacles. We've gone from the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm tired of throwing money at you, you wastrel and you scoundrel and you lowlife and you lout and you just hurl insults at me. Taking stock. It's a pause card. It's thinking. It's undecided, this energy. It's looking at what has been accomplished. The Seven of Pentacles, looking at your harvest, looking at what you have gained, what you have achieved in your life, taking stock, counting. The card has moved forward because we're using the After Tarot, and the person who has worked very hard in this card has now taken a pentacle. He said, all right, I'm going to take a pentacle and off I go with that pentacle. So it's leaving. It does give a leaving energy. We have kicked out and exiled and alone outcome for Harry, and we have I'm walking away. I'm taking that pentacle and I'm walking away because I know, and I'm reading for Prince Charles here, I know I have put in maximum effort into this situation. I have tried my best. I have all this to show for it. Whatever you say, whatever you claim, whatever your wife claims, whatever Omid Scobie claims, and all the rest of the apologists for Harry and Meghan, whatever anyone claims, I know I can see what is in my, I want to say almost my book of life. You know, when you die and you are judged and they look and what's happened, what did you do? And Charles feels, his feeling, I'm not saying this is the objective truth, he feels that he has put in maximum effort. He has done whatever he could do. And if that's the outcome, that is the outcome chosen by Harry. It's not the outcome that Prince Charles would have wished for. Particularly given this energy of trying to actually make peace and achieve some sort of reconciliation here, and a friendship, trying to rebuild a friendship with that Three of Cups. But way back in the past, Prince Harry decided he'd been cast out, victim mentality, and just because Prince Charles got fed up with throwing money at the Harkles, who weren't doing anything, didn't deserve it. And he's paying a terrible price now, Prince Charles, with the devil. Keeping quiet, keeping his own counsel, trying to mend things, but ultimately it looks as if Prince Harry is going to choose a very hard and lonely path of exile, and always bandage around head, mental issues, mental health issues, sickness, perhaps just mental illness. Don't like seeing that card. You know, I said the other day that I expressed it very strongly, my feeling for Prince Harry, a very negative feeling. I won't repeat it here because I feel quite somber in this reading. I don't feel in the mood for jokes. But he's got troubles ahead, Prince Harry. He's got a lot of troubles ahead. And Prince Charles is done. Did what he could. That is the reading. Sun in reverse, underlying it. Confirms that outcome, confirms that this is a relationship that is absolutely broken. It's in terrible trouble, despite efforts right now to fix things. Thank you for watching. I'm going to totter away and remind everyone that they're on their own now. And I will see you again tomorrow.